what is the heroic choice that your protagonist is going to need to make? That's what we're going to be exploring at week 9 of the Slow Writing Challenge. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Holly, writing coach and founder of Loving the Process and the official pace car of the Slow Writing Challenge, which is a challenge where I bring you bite-sized challenges every week that lead you from idea phase to completion of your book or script by just doing it little by little by little, the Slow Writing Challenge. So at week 9, we are deep into, we're at the midpoint really of discovering one of the most important parts of a story, which is finding the emotional arc of your protagonist. Your whole story rests upon making sure that this is there. Otherwise, no one will care. And at this moment, we're looking at that heroic choice they need to make. Last week, we dove into all the fears that might come up around what needs to happen to change their direct trajectory, what's in the way. And now we're at that moment of choice for the protagonist. It's like they've seen it, they know it, they know what they have to do, and they're just going to choose to do it anyway. A lot of times, this is a really quick moment in your story, and in fact, in a great story where you really are showing, not telling. There might not even be a whole lot of, hopefully there's not exposition going on about your character actually making this choice. But it is an important thing for you as the writer to understand the psychology of this choice for your character, like what they go through, what it takes them, what they know, and what they're choosing, and why they're going to do it anyway is important to know, because it shows up in the story in a bunch of different ways. So really what this moment is, to put it in a nutshell, it's the moment in any good journey where the character gives themselves their own full permission. Let the chips fall where they may. They allow themselves to listen to those needs in their own heart, or what they know they feel like they need to do, and they kind of see the costs and they're just going to go for it. The things that maybe, if there was things that were holding them back and fears that were stopping them, all the listening to other people too, or the not listening to themselves, or the being practical, all the fear of failure, the perfectionism, the not having faith that it's even possible, all that stuff, they are present to it now. We're looking at all of that now, but they are just going to choose to do it anyway. Really dig into that this week. The why. Why do they decide? What does it take? Maybe what thing occurs that makes them just decide? Really just kind of dissect that for yourself. As I said, this is the discovery phase. I will keep reminding you of this. We are not, you have to know your story before you can write or figure out how you're going to tell your story. And so this is the part of knowing your story. This is the giving yourself the gift of knowing it deeply. So yeah, just journal on that. Just journal, have fun with it. Don't get too bogged down in it all. And as always, if you feel like you need a little help, I'm here. You can get on a call with me, and I'd be happy to help you. Um, and yeah, maybe one suggestion before I go is, this is an exercise that has helped me in the past with something like this. You actually write a letter from the character as the character, like to themselves, a promise, a commitment. They're like, and they're telling themselves why they're going to make this promise to do this thing no matter what happens. It makes it sort of official. It's not something that would literally necessarily be in your book or script. Like I said, it's more something as a mental exercise for you to really feel into what it is, the way that your character is starting to think new and different and change and be willing to do something different. So happy writing. Enjoy the discovery phase of that. And I will see you at the next week.